All right, so my first attempt at actually doing a reaction video failed miserably. Actually, it went pretty well. Um, I think it was designed well. It was carried out pretty well. A lot of the stuff I did in it will be improved going forward in future videos, should I ever make them. But the problem was the second that I actually finished it, which means I spent hours doing the editing so I could cut out anything that wasn't basically fair use. Um, I put it up on or tried to upload it onto YouTube, and next thing I knew, basically they said, no, you'll have to cut out a whole bunch of stuff. So I looked at what they actually wanted me to cut out, and it was literally practically everything. And so when I looked at it, basically it's a 12-minute video, and what they basically said is I had to cut out, well, everything after the first 3 minutes, and then everything after that had to be cut out, which was pretty interesting because it said basically the next 18 minutes needed to be cut out, which is kind of ironic considering the entire video was only 12 minutes long. But anyway, so it didn't get uploaded, so I wasn't able to do it. The first one I actually did was Star Trek Picard, Season 1, Episode 1. Now, I don't know if it's just YouTube itself or if it was basically the fact that Paramount and CBS is just so anti anybody using anything remotely close to their property, even if it's just a reaction video, that basically they have everything struck down and completely taken off. They didn't even get a chance to strike it down because I couldn't even get past the YouTube censors, or not censors, the YouTube algorithm that actually sets up whether or not you can actually post it. So I'm kind of left at a quandary right now because I mean I really want to do reaction videos, and I enjoy doing them. I mean I watch these things all the time, and I really enjoy watching them. And so I thought to myself, it'd be really fun to actually put together one on my own and then post it, and then get other people's thoughts on it and kind of like share within the community my thoughts on how the writing of you know different shows would actually work. Now, I mentioned before the reason I'm doing my reaction videos is not because I just want to talk about television shows or movies, or music, but what I actually want to do is I want to go into the particular episodes themselves or movies themselves and talk about the writing and how the writing actually worked in the process of creating whatever the property was that they were actually designing. And I did that with the first episode of Picard, and basically it's never going to see the light of day. So like I said, I'm stuck in a quandary now because I don't really know what to do. What shocks me or annoys the crap out of me is so many people do reaction videos, and actually have them up there and doing just fine and don't seem to have any actual problems. So I don't really know how they're getting past the algorithm itself, which is a problem. Because if I can't get past the algorithm for any of my videos, then basically it's a dead start and it's a non-starter and it's never going anywhere. So I'm kind of left right there. I mean, if anybody has any comments on that, like how to actually get it going without like cheating the system. I mean, because I read a bunch of stuff after this, indicating how you can actually get your stuff past YouTube. But most of it was trying to like fool the algorithm, and that's not what I want to do, because my desire is not to, try to cheat the system in order to get it to work. I want to actually work within the system because there's so many that actually do that. I mean, I follow a couple of people who, they've got hundreds of reaction videos that they do, which means they're not having a problem. And so I don't know how they're actually doing it. Unless it's one of these processes where they got away with it for long enough to where they're popular enough to the companies no longer bother them. I don't know if that's it or if there's something much more going on. What I did when I actually created this video was I really went through to make sure that I removed anything that was, blatantly trying to re-show the episode, because I understand the reason for why CBS and other companies want to make sure nobody's actually stealing their property, is because I don't want to broadcast somebody else's content. That's never been my intention. My intention is to show what they did, little tiny snippets of it, and then show them how that actually works in a longer process of how writing works. Because my goal has always been how to teach other people how to write so they can write better. But unfortunately, I'm really stuck at a wall right now and not really sure where to go from here. So, like I said, if anybody has any comments, I'd really appreciate if you could share how people can actually do it successfully without, like I said, cheating the system. I actually want to do it, in the proper way to make sure that these sorts of things continue to be done without anybody having any real problem. Now, for all I know, it may just be CBS. I know they had some huge problems with Star Trek, the fan-made show that they Axanar, that's the one. And I know they had some huge problems with that, such as the people who made Star Trek Axanar, I think that's how you say it, basically went through a whole lot of ridiculousness trying to get their stuff to work. So, like I said, that's kind of where I am right now. I don't have any solutions to it. I did set up a new interface for my YouTube channel that I'm actually doing, or my YouTube broadcast. Like I said, it's a work in progress. I'm trying to make things look better. Now, I'll still continue to use this interface when I'm doing my writing videos about how to actually write. But like I said, I am really at a loss right now. Kind of didn't get any sleep last night because I was just so annoyed by the process of what I did, because the amount of work I put into it was just kind of astronomical. And so, again, anyone has any comments or advice or whatever, I'd gladly appreciate it. I'm going to leave it right there. I really don't need this to be a 20-30 minute video complaining about how things didn't work out the way I intended. I will probably try doing a reaction video later on this week. I may just move completely away from anything CBS related, and I don't know that, like I said, that's the problem. And if that's not the problem, then I'll just continue going forward with other stuff and realize CBS is a lost cause. But if it's just YouTube in general, like I said, it may be a total loss. So anyway, thanks for checking out the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll keep trying to bring you information that helps.